At first glance, the sea appears calm and peaceful. Yet beneath the gentle waves lies a world in constant motion. The waters of Abrolhos protect some of the oldest secrets of life, where thousands of species exist together in a remarkable balance. As sunlight penetrates the clear blue water, an ecological maze slowly comes into view. Each layer of the ocean forms its own world, governed by unique rules and inhabited by different communities of life. In the ocean, every boundary is fluid, and every ecosystem is connected. Ocean currents flow silently like the circulatory system of the sea. They transport nutrients, oxygen, and life across vast distances. These invisible rivers determine where ecosystems flourish and where the ocean becomes far less productive. Coral reefs rise like living underwater cities, providing shelter and food for countless marine creatures. Every crevice and every coral branch becomes a home for different species. In this ecosystem, every available space is put to use. From the tiniest marine organisms to the ocean's giants, every creature plays a role in a shared cycle of life. Each species contributes to maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Together, they perform nature's endless dance of survival. As we descend deeper, sunlight gradually disappears and the environment changes completely. The ocean is not a single world, but many worlds stacked one above another. Our journey into these hidden realms has only just begun. Sunlight beneath the waves is never still. Constantly shifting beams create moving patches of light and shadow across the seafloor. For many marine animals, light is more than illumination. It is a powerful tool for survival. Within the reef's shadows, small fish find temporary refuge from predators. Blending perfectly into their surroundings, they become almost invisible. Yet this protection lasts only as long as the darkness can conceal them. While prey seek shelter in the shadows, predators use light to disguise their own approach. They move silently through the water, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to launch a precise attack. The chase lasts only seconds, yet it determines the fate of both hunter and prey. There is no room for mistakes and no second chances. It is a timeless law that has governed life beneath the waves for millions of years. In the ocean, light and shadow are more than natural phenomena. They form an invisible battlefield where survival is decided. Every movement and every decision can mean the difference between life and death. This silent contest repeats itself every day, from sunrise until sunset. Across the vast ocean, humpback whales glide gracefully like enormous living ships. Beneath their massive bodies lies extraordinary strength and resilience shaped by millions of years of evolution. They stand among the most majestic symbols of the marine world. Every year, humpback whales travel thousands of kilometers from cold, food-rich waters to warm breeding grounds. Without maps or compasses, they navigate with remarkable precision using natural cues that scientists are still working to understand. It is one of the greatest migrations on Earth. To sustain bodies weighing tens of tons, humpback whales consume vast quantities of krill and small fish each day. Their baleen plates act as giant filters, trapping food while seawater flows back out. It is a powerful reminder that the ocean's largest animals depend on some of its smallest creatures. When a humpback whale bursts from the ocean in a spectacular breach, the sea itself seems to come alive. The leap is not only a display of incredible power, but also a symbol of the endurance required to cross thousands of kilometers of open ocean. It is one of nature's most breathtaking spectacles. On land, penguins appear slow and awkward. But the moment they enter the water, they transform into remarkably agile swimmers. The ocean is the environment they were truly designed to master. Beneath the clear blue water, penguins race through the sea with astonishing speed. Their streamlined bodies and wing-like flippers allow them to maneuver effortlessly while chasing prey. Every movement reflects millions of years of evolutionary refinement. Penguins rarely hunt alone. Working together, they herd schools of fish into tight groups, greatly increasing their chances of success. In the ocean, teamwork often proves far more powerful than individual strength. Yet even skilled hunters can become prey. The appearance of an orca or a shark is enough to send an entire penguin colony scattering in every direction. In the ocean, no species exists outside the endless cycle of predator and prey. Among the ocean's powerful predators, the giant manta ray glides like a graceful underwater dancer. With broad wings that resemble those of a bird, it drifts effortlessly through the sea. Its strength lies not in aggression, but in elegance and quiet harmony with the ocean. Manta rays feed on microscopic plankton that are nearly invisible to the naked eye. As they swim, they open their enormous mouths and filter thousands of liters of seawater every hour, collecting these tiny organisms. It is one of the ocean's most peaceful yet highly efficient feeding strategies. At times, manta rays gather in groups and swim in graceful circles, creating underwater spirals that concentrate plankton into dense patches. This clever behavior allows them to feed more efficiently while using very little energy. Cooperation, it seems, is not limited to predators alone. By feeding on vast amounts of plankton, manta rays help maintain the balance of the marine ecosystem. Gentle and peaceful by nature, they remain an essential link in the ocean's web of life. Sometimes, nature's greatest strength is found in quiet harmony rather than force. If the ocean has a true apex predator, it is the orca. Combining immense strength with remarkable adaptability, these marine mammals sit at the very top of the food chain. Few ocean creatures are capable of challenging them. Orcas owe their success not only to strength but also to extraordinary intelligence. They hunt cooperatively using sophisticated strategies that are learned and passed down through generations. Remarkably, different pods have developed their own unique hunting traditions. Some orca pods create powerful waves to wash seals from floating ice. Others cooperate to herd schools of fish into tight formations before attacking together. These remarkable techniques are not simply instinct. They are learned behaviors passed from one generation to the next, forming a true animal culture. In the eyes of an orca lies remarkable focus, patience, and intelligence. Rather than relying on strength alone, they observe, cooperate, and adapt to every hunting situation. Orcas remind us that intelligence can be the greatest weapon in nature. As we descend deeper into the ocean, sunlight gradually disappears until only endless darkness remains. Tiny flashes of bioluminescence become the only visible light. This is one of the most extreme and mysterious environments on Earth. In the deep ocean, giant squid drift silently like ghosts beneath the waves. They inhabit depths that humans rarely have the opportunity to observe. Despite inspiring legends for centuries, these mysterious creatures still keep many of their secrets hidden. Deep-sea sharks have evolved extraordinary adaptations for life in near-total darkness. Their enlarged eyes capture every trace of available light, while their bodies are designed to conserve precious energy. In this world, survival depends more on adaptation than on speed or strength. Beneath the seemingly lifeless depths, every creature possesses unique survival strategies refined over millions of years. Even without sunlight, life continues to flourish in extraordinary ways. It is one of the greatest testaments to the resilience and wonder of the ocean. If the ocean has cities, then coral reefs are its greatest architectural masterpieces. Millions of tiny coral polyps work together over thousands of years to build these magnificent structures. They form one of the richest and most diverse ecosystems on Earth. Every crevice and coral branch provides shelter and food for countless marine creatures. Schools of colorful fish, shrimp, crabs, and microscopic organisms all share this remarkable underwater home. Their incredible diversity is what gives coral reefs their extraordinary vitality. Coral reefs also serve as nurseries for countless marine species. Eggs and larvae find shelter among the coral branches until they are strong enough to venture into the open ocean. Without healthy reefs, many marine life cycles would be severely disrupted. Coral reefs cannot be built overnight. Layer by layer, century after century, coral colonies slowly create the magnificent structures we see today. Every centimeter of coral represents an extraordinary investment of time and nature's patience. Coral reefs demonstrate one of nature's finest examples of ecological balance, where every species plays an irreplaceable role. Thousands of relationships, both cooperative and competitive, have maintained this ecosystem for millennia. Yet even this remarkable balance can be disrupted by rapid environmental change. Deep beneath the waves, ancient shipwrecks rest silently as witnesses to history. Once symbols of humanity's ambition to conquer the seas, they have now become an inseparable part of the underwater world. Time has transformed tragedy into the beginning of new life. Remarkably, a shipwreck is not the end of the story. Over time, corals colonize its surface while fish and countless other creatures transform its empty compartments into safe shelters. Gradually, the wreck evolves into a thriving artificial reef that supports an entire marine community. What was once a place of loss has become a thriving home for thousands of marine animals. Nature never forgets the past, yet it possesses an extraordinary ability to create new beginnings. This remarkable power of renewal is one of the ocean's greatest wonders. As we descend deeper, the ocean becomes darker and more extreme. Thousands of meters below the surface, sunlight disappears completely, and the immense pressure would crush most land animals. Yet even in this seemingly inhospitable world, extraordinary life continues to thrive. The inhabitants of the abyss possess forms unlike anything found elsewhere on Earth. Some have transparent bodies, others generate their own light, while many display extraordinary adaptations unique to the deep sea. Each feature is the result of millions of years of evolution in perpetual darkness. Within this eternal darkness, life follows its own extraordinary rules. There is no sunlight, no forests, and no colorful coral reefs. Only remarkable adaptations that make survival possible. The deep abyss reminds us that life can endure even in the harshest environments imaginable. From the sunlit surface to the darkest ocean depths, every living creature is connected within an intricate web of life. Whales, orcas, manta rays, coral reefs, and countless other species together create a balanced ecosystem shaped over millions of years of evolution. It is the ocean's greatest symphony. Yet this delicate ecosystem is facing growing pressure from human activity. Plastic pollution, climate change, overfishing, and underwater noise are reaching every layer of the ocean. What nature has spent thousands of years building can be damaged in only a few decades. The ocean has sustained life on Earth since the earliest days of our planet. Protecting it means safeguarding not only whales, coral reefs, and extraordinary marine life, but also the future of humanity itself. For within every wave and every drop of seawater lies the future of all life on Earth. Earth, a planet of vast oceans. More than 70% of its surface is covered by water, and humanity has ventured across these seas for thousands of years. But not all waters are the same. Some narrow points hold the power to shape the fate of the world. These are straits, narrow natural corridors between landmasses. They connect oceans and form the lifelines of global shipping. Whoever controls these passages holds the keys to global trade and military power. Every day, thousands of ships carrying oil, goods, and food pass through these straits. Even a minor disruption can trigger energy crises and send global prices soaring. By definition, a strait is a long, narrow natural waterway between two landmasses, connecting two larger bodies of water. Unlike man-made canals, straits are formed by nature over millions of years, and that is what makes them irreplaceable. In this video, we will journey through the world's 10 most strategic straits. From the tropical waters of Malacca to the icy expanse of Bering, from calm seas to the most violent oceans on Earth. The journey begins now. The Strait of Malacca, often called Asia's choke point, located between the Malay Peninsula and Sumatra, it is the shortest route connecting the Indian Ocean to the Pacific. Stretching 805 kilometers, it is one of the longest straits in the world. At its narrowest point, it is only about 1.2 kilometers wide. Yet over 80,000 ships pass through each year, roughly 220 per day. It is the second busiest shipping lane in the world, after the English Channel. At its eastern gateway lies the port of Singapore, one of the busiest in the world. With no natural resources, Singapore built its wealth on this strategic position, a powerful lesson in modern geopolitics. Navigating Malacca is a serious challenge. Shallow waters, hidden shoals, and small islands make it dangerous. Heavy rain and dense fog reduce visibility, while complex currents and heavy traffic increase the risk of accidents. The Malacca Strait is a vital energy corridor for Asia. China, Japan, and South Korea rely heavily on oil imports from the Middle East through this route. Around 30% of global trade passes through this strait. Beyond natural hazards, Malacca has long been a hotspot for piracy. Today, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore conduct joint patrols to ensure security. However, geopolitical competition in this region continues to intensify. The Strait of Hormuz, the most critical energy artery on Earth. Located between the Gulf of Oman and the Persian Gulf, it is the only gateway for Middle Eastern oil to reach global markets. Iran lies to the north, while the UAE and Oman sit to the south. Around 21 million barrels of oil pass through Hormuz every day, nearly 1/3 of global supply. This equals the entire daily consumption of the United States. No other choke point carries such economic weight. At its narrowest, Hormuz is only about 34 kilometers wide. Shipping lanes are divided into 2 3-kilometer channels with a buffer zone in between. However, its shallow depth, under 60 meters, makes it vulnerable to control or blockade. This is why Hormuz is one of the most volatile geopolitical hotspots. Iran has repeatedly threatened to close the strait, while the United States maintains a strong naval presence to ensure freedom of navigation. Even a small spark could escalate into a major conflict. Global markets react instantly to events in Hormuz. A single attack or threat can send oil prices soaring within hours. It is a clear example of how geography shapes the global economy. From a military geography perspective, Iran holds a major advantage with its long coastline and rugged terrain overlooking the strait. This makes Hormuz both a vital economic artery and one of the most dangerous choke points in the world. The Strait of Gibraltar, where Europe and Africa are just 14 kilometers apart at their closest point. It connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea and serves as an indirect gateway to the Indian Ocean via the Suez Canal. No other European strait holds such historical significance. With depths ranging from 300 to 900 meters, Gibraltar is much deeper than Hormuz or Malacca. Differences in salinity create two opposing currents. Atlantic water flows in at the surface, while denser Mediterranean water flows out below. Weather in Gibraltar can be harsh and unpredictable. Winds accelerate through the narrow passage, creating a tunnel effect. Combined with strong waves and currents, it becomes one of the most challenging maritime routes. In modern times, Gibraltar holds major military significance. Submarines can use natural currents to move silently without detection. This tactic played a crucial role during the Cold War between NATO and the Soviet Union. The Bosphorus is one of the few places on Earth where a major city spans two continents. Istanbul bridges Europe and Asia, with this legendary strait cutting through its heart. At its narrowest, it is only about 700 meters wide, narrower than many major rivers. The Bosphorus features a rare hydrological phenomenon, two opposing currents at different depths. Surface water from the Black Sea flows outward, while denser Mediterranean water flows inward below. This creates a complex and hazardous maritime environment. The Bosphorus runs through one of Turkey's most densely populated areas, making accidents extremely dangerous. Numerous collisions and groundings have occurred within the city itself. Each incident risks environmental disaster and threatens millions of people. West of the Bosphorus lies the Dardanelles, connecting the Aegean Sea to the Sea of Marmara. Strong currents make navigation difficult. Bering Strait, a natural boundary between Eurasia and North America. Located between Russia and Alaska, It is about 85 kilometers wide and 30 to 50 meters deep. It is one of the harshest marine environments on Earth, frozen for much of the year. Winter in the Bering Strait is a survival challenge. Temperatures drop below -20 degrees Celsius, and ice covers most of the sea. Dense fog and sudden blizzards with extreme winds make navigation nearly impossible. Only specialized icebreakers can operate here. Climate change is reshaping the importance of the Bering Strait. As ice melts, Arctic shipping routes between Europe and Asia are becoming viable, reducing travel distance by up to 40% compared to the Suez route. With this new potential, tensions between Russia and the United States are rising. Both are increasing their military presence. The race to control the Arctic and its vast resources is turning the Bering Strait into a new geopolitical hotspot. The Danish Strait, also known as the Sund, connects northern European waters to the Atlantic. It stretches 480 kilometers, with a narrowest width of 290 kilometers, but a shallow depth of only about 12 meters. As a result, large vessels are restricted in draft when passing through. Today, the Danish Strait is known for the Øresund Bridge, a hybrid bridge and tunnel linking Copenhagen and Malmö. It stands as a testament to humanity's ability to adapt to and utilize strategic waterways. The English Channel is the busiest shipping lane in the world. It stretches 562 kilometers, with its narrowest point just 34 kilometers between Dover and Calais. It forms a natural boundary between Britain and mainland Europe. Another engineering marvel is the Channel Tunnel, completed in 1994. At 50 kilometers long, with 38 kilometers underwater, it is the longest subsea tunnel in the world, linking Britain and France in just a few hours. Weather in the English Channel is notoriously harsh. Dense fog, strong winds, and complex tidal patterns make navigation difficult. It features one of the most advanced maritime traffic control systems in the world. At the southern tip of South America lie two legendary straits, Magellan and Drake. The Strait of Magellan stretches 570 kilometers, connecting the Atlantic and Pacific through narrow channels and islands. It was discovered by Ferdinand Magellan in 1520 during the first circumnavigation of the globe. Magellan took 38 days to cross this strait under extreme conditions. Its width varies dramatically, Patagonia winds are fierce, and hidden rocks lie everywhere. For centuries, it was the only route between the two oceans without sailing around Africa. When the Panama Canal opened in 1914, the importance of the Magellan Strait declined. The artificial route is shorter and far safer. Today, Magellan is mostly of historical significance, though still used by ships too large for Panama. To the south lies the Drake Passage, the most dangerous sea on Earth. With no land to block the winds, Antarctic currents build immense power before funneling through. Waves over 10 meters and relentless storms are the norm. Cape Horn and the Drake Passage were the ultimate test for sailors in the age of sail. To pass, it was a mark of true mastery. Thousands of lives were lost in these waters. Even today, it remains a challenge for the most daring explorers. The Bab el-Mandeb Strait, whose name in Arabic means Gate of Tears, located between Yemen, Djibouti, and Eritrea. It connects the Red Sea to the Indian Ocean and the Suez Canal. Without it, the Suez Route would lose its significance. Currents in the Bab el-Mandeb Strait are strong and complex, especially during monsoon seasons. Winds from opposing directions generate large waves and turbulent waters. Shallow areas further increase navigational risks. Bab el-Mandeb and the Suez Canal form an interconnected system. Suez allows ships to bypass Africa, but Bab el-Mandeb is the gateway into the Red Sea. If either is disrupted, the entire Asia-Europe trade route is affected. Looking at the world map, strategic straits are not randomly placed. They exist where continents nearly meet, forming natural choke points that cannot be replaced. Each strait is unique, yet all carry immense geopolitical weight. Natural conditions define each strait's role. Hormuz is shallow and narrow, easy to control. Gibraltar is deep with powerful currents. Bering is frozen, yet opening new possibilities. Nature designed them, and humanity has adapted to each one. In today's globalized world, over 90% of international trade moves by sea. Much of it passes through strategic straits. Nearly everything we use daily is connected to these vital routes. Straits are more than geography, they are history, economics, war, and peace. They show how small places can shape the fate of billions. To understand these straits is to understand the world. At the southernmost tip of the Earth lies a land never conquered. Antarctica, the last intact icy continent on the planet. It belongs to no nation, only to nature. Temperatures can drop to minus 90 degrees Celsius, with winds exceeding 300 kilometers per hour. No creature could survive here without being forged by nature over millions of years. This is the harshest place on Earth, yet also the most resilient cradle of life. In winter, the Antarctic sky is lit by the aurora australis, nature's most magnificent light show. Green, purple, and gold ribbons twist like the souls of the ocean dancing above. Even in total darkness, Antarctica finds a way to shine. Summer arrives, and the sun no longer sets. Daylight stretches for weeks. It signals the start of the planet's most miraculous explosion of life. In just a few short weeks, Antarctica awakens with unstoppable force. As the ice melts, sunlight penetrates the water for the first time after months of darkness. Billions of plankton awaken, photosynthesizing at astonishing speed. The Southern Ocean becomes one of the most nutrient-rich seas in the world. Ice sheets fracture into massive slabs, drifting along gigantic ocean currents. Each piece carries thousands of years of Earth's history compressed within. This is not merely frozen water, it is the living memory of our planet. Beneath the thin ice, a small yet majestic world thrives. Millions of algal cells cling to the underside, converting faint light into energy. They form the foundation of the entire food chain. Without them, nothing survives. Krill, tiny finger-sized crustaceans, are the most important creatures in the polar region. They consume algae and become food for everything from small fish to giant whales. The Southern Ocean's krill biomass is estimated at 500 million tons, an almost unimaginable number. From the tiniest organisms to the largest giants, all are connected in a delicate web. Any damaged link can collapse the entire system. Antarctica is not a wasteland, it is a perfectly tuned ecological machine. Beneath 4 kilometers of ice lie massive lakes untouched by the outside world for millions of years. Lake Vostok, larger than Lake Ontario, exists in total darkness with no light and no oxygen from the sky. Yet life persists there, patient and mysterious like the night watchman of time. These chemotrophic bacteria require no sunlight. They feed on minerals and respire chemicals from the rock. They remind us that life does not require normal conditions to exist. Notothenoid fish have evolved antifreeze proteins in their blood, like car coolant. Their blood does not freeze even below the normal freezing point of seawater. In the deep, dark waters, strange creatures exist beyond human understanding. The colossal squid, the largest in the world, hunts in total darkness at depths of 2,000 meters. They are proof that countless mysteries remain for science to explore. Minke whales travel thousands of kilometers each year to reach Antarctica's nutrient-rich waters. They filter tons of krill daily through their massive baleen plates. Their presence serves as a gauge of the ocean's overall health. Weddell seals can dive 600 meters and hold their breath for over 80 minutes, a record among mammals. They carve breathing holes in ice with their teeth, a skill learned from their mothers. Each seal is a living library of survival experience passed down through generations. On the seabed of the Southern Ocean, cold-water coral gardens exist silently for hundreds of years. Sponges here can live over 10,000 years, longer than any human civilization. They are silent witnesses to Earth's history, now threatened daily. The Southern Ocean drives 80% of the global ocean's heat circulation. Cold waters from Antarctica flow northward, regulating climates across the planet. What happens here affects not only the poles, it affects all of us. Humpback whales, 30-ton giants, can leap entirely out of the water with astonishing grace. Their songs echo thousands of kilometers underwater, as complex as a symphony. They are artists, warriors, and teachers of the ocean. Bubble net feeding, the most sophisticated group hunting technique observed in the animal kingdom. One whale swims in a deep circle, exhaling bubbles to form an invisible trap around the fish. Others surge upward with open mouths the instant the fish have no escape. This bubble net technique is not instinctive. It is taught by mothers over years of patient observation. Calves watch, mimic, and gradually learn to coordinate with the pod in complex hunts. This is cultural transmission, proof that humans are not the only species with culture. In summer, dozens of humpback whales gather in the Southern Ocean, the largest feast of the year. Each can consume up to 1.5 tons of krill daily, storing energy for the long migration. But this banquet becomes increasingly difficult as krill populations decline. The pectoral fins of humpback whales stretch up to 5 meters, the longest relative to body size of any whale. They use these fins for navigation, communication, and even to soothe their young in uncertain moments. In these simple gestures, we witness the rare gentleness of these magnificent creatures. Humpback whales sometimes protect other species from orca attacks, actions that provide no obvious benefit to themselves. Scientists call this altruistic behavior, rare in the natural world. Perhaps empathy is not exclusive to humans. In the harshest winter on Earth, when all other creatures have fled, emperor penguins remain. They choose to breed at the worst time of year, a natural paradox with deep purpose. By spring, the chicks are strong enough to face the awakening ocean. The male incubates the egg on his feet for 65 days in the winter darkness, without eating or drinking. Outside temperatures reach -50 degrees Celsius, yet under his belly the egg remains at 36 degrees Celsius. This sacrifice needs no words. It speaks volumes about paternal devotion. To survive, they form a huddle, a collective warm mass where thousands squeeze together. Inside, Temperatures can reach plus 37 degrees Celsius, while outside it is minus 50 degrees Celsius. No penguin remains on the cold edge. They rotate in and out, sharing warmth equally. When the egg hatches, the chick enters a frozen world, yet is immediately wrapped in its father's warmth. The chick's call and the parent's response form a unique, vocal signature. Among thousands of identical penguins, parents and chick always find each other, by voice alone. When the parents go to sea foraging, the juveniles form an improvised nursery, called a creche. They keep each other warm, shielding one another from the cold with their own bodies. No adults direct them. Social instinct is hardwired from birth. After months at sea foraging, the mother returns with a belly full of partially digested fish and squid. She recognizes her chick precisely among tens of thousands, a marvel of perception. This maternal devotion rivals that of any species on Earth. As summer arrives, chicks face the shoreline for the first time in their lives. No one teaches them to swim. Instinct and the perfect design of their bodies make it possible. Yet they hesitate, glance at one another, waiting, like children at a lakeshore, needing just a bit more courage. No predator in the Southern Ocean is more formidable than the orca, the killer whale. The male's dorsal fin rises 1.8 meters, standing tall like a declaration of absolute power. They are strategists, sociologists, and cultural architects of the ocean. Orcas live in matriarchal family groups: grandmother, mother, offspring, and grandchild, up to 4 generations together. The eldest female holds survival knowledge. Where food is, where danger lies. Even after ceasing reproduction, older females live decades longer, solely to pass knowledge to the next generation. When an ice floe hosts seals, orcas do not strike immediately. They observe, calculate, and plan. This is not mere instinct. It is tactical thinking learned and taught. Each orcapod has unique hunting techniques, like distinct cultural dialects. Wave washing, creating artificial waves to knock seals off ice, is the pinnacle of social intelligence. It requires perfect coordination among 5 to 6 whales, precise timing, angle, and wave force. This technique does not exist in every pod. It is a cultural legacy passed down within families. Calves learn hunting from their mother over many years, failing, trying again, guided, and repeating. This is intentional education, akin to a teacher instructing a student. If the mother dies early, the calf misses skills no school could provide. Orcas communicate using a complex acoustic system of clicks, whistles, and pulses. Each family has its own dialect, sequences of sounds not found in any other pod. Listening to a recording, scientists can immediately identify which pod is speaking. A female orca can live 90 years, long enough to witness the ocean change across multiple generations. She carries memories of abundant seasons and tragic famines. This lifetime of experience is the most valuable survival tool any species could need. Ocean temperatures around Antarctica have risen nearly 1 degree Celsius over the past 50 years. It may seem small, but in ecosystems refined over millions of years, 1 degree Celsius is catastrophic. Ice shelves stable for millennia have collapsed within decades. Krill rely on winter sea ice to reproduce. When ice decreases, so does krill. As krill decline, the entire food chain trembles. Penguins starve, whales grow thin, seals weaken. One broken link, the 500-million-year-old web of life begins to unravel. In some areas, emperor penguin populations have declined by up to 70% over the past 50 years. Locations where they have bred for centuries no longer have sufficient ice to sustain nests. This is not a future forecast. It is happening right now. Since 1979, the annual minimum sea ice extent has decreased by more than 13% per decade. These numbers are not computer model forecasts. They are real satellite data. We are witnessing a historic transformation unfolding before our eyes. Scientists call Antarctica the canary in the coal mine of the planet. Warning signs appear here first, signaling the state of Earth's climate system. Every measurement here is a letter to the future, and the message grows increasingly alarming. Every time you turn on the AC, drive a car, or buy a plastic product, there is an invisible connection to Antarctica. Greenhouse gases from cities around the world accumulate and impact this most remote land. There is no here and there when it comes to climate. We all live in a single system. Antarctica has existed for millions of years before humans appeared, and it deserves to exist for millions more. The creatures living here, from microbes to whales, have taught us about cooperation, patience, and adaptation. The question is not whether they can survive, but whether we are wise enough to protect them. Earth, the only blue planet in the known universe. 71% of its surface lies beneath water. And within those vast oceans, the largest creatures on Earth are alive and thriving. From where sunlight still reaches, to the absolute darkness thousands of meters below, the ocean is a layered world, each level holding its own secrets. Our journey begins here. Humans have walked on the moon, yet more than 80% of the ocean floor remains unexplored. It is an uncharted world on our own planet. What lies beneath is still waiting to be discovered. The ocean is not silent. It resonates with ancient sounds millions of years old. The calls of giants travel for hundreds of kilometers, a language humanity is still trying to understand. They are the largest, most mysterious, and most essential creatures in the ocean ecosystem. Not monsters, but vital links in a delicate balance. Today, we meet them. "30 meters in length, 180 tons. The blue whale is the largest animal ever to exist in Earth's history, larger than any Tyrannosaurus rex. And it still swims in our oceans today. His heart weighs nearly 180 kilograms, about the size of a small car. Each slow beat pumps hundreds of liters of blood through its body. A child could crawl through its aorta. Yeah. 4 tons of krill each day. That is the diet of a blue whale during feeding season. The largest creature on Earth survives on shrimp no bigger than a finger. A perfect paradox of nature. The call of a blue whale is the loudest sound produced by any animal, capable of traveling over 1,600 kilometers. In the quiet oceans of the pre-industrial era, they could hear each other across entire ocean basins. Every year, blue whales migrate thousands of kilometers, from cold, nutrient-rich waters to warmer breeding grounds. They need no maps, no GPS. Earth's magnetic field is their compass. 12 meters, 12 tons. The whale shark is the largest fish in the world, yet it is not a predator. Its mouth, over a meter wide, filters tiny plankton from the water. Immense power serving a gentle diet. No 2 whale sharks share the same pattern of white spots, much like human fingerprints. Scientists use these patterns to identify individuals. Thousands have been cataloged this way around the world. Despite being the largest fish, we still do not know where whale sharks reproduce. No one has ever observed them mating or giving birth in the wild. Their long, mysterious journeys remain an unsolved scientific puzzle. Gentle does not mean safe. Whale sharks are threatened by ships, fishing nets, and plastic pollution. The largest animals in the ocean are among the most vulnerable to human impact. No marine creature performs like the humpback whale. They launch their entire 36-ton bodies out of the water for a brief moment. Why they do this remains a mystery to science. Male humpbacks sing for hours, sometimes an entire day without pause. Their songs are complex, structured, and change with the seasons. Scientists believe this may be one of the most sophisticated communication systems in the animal kingdom outside humans. They hunt in groups using advanced strategies, creating circular bubble nets from below to trap fish into dense clusters. Then they surge upward together with open mouths. This is complex cooperative behavior requiring precise coordination. Humpback whales have been observed intervening to protect other species under attack, even those unrelated to them. This behavior remains debated in science. Some researchers describe it as a form of empathy. For 100 million years of evolution have shaped a perfect predator. The great white shark sits at the top of the ocean food chain, with no natural enemies, except one formidable rival, the orca. They can detect a drop of blood in 1 million liters of water. They sense the electrical fields of prey through specialized organs on their snout. And they can hear prey moving from hundreds of meters away in the dark. Hunting strategy: swim below in darkness, observing the silhouette of prey against the light above. Then accelerate vertically at speeds up to 40 kilometers per hour. The prey has no chance to detect the threat. Movies have painted a false image. Great white sharks do not actively hunt humans. Attacks are usually cases of curiosity or mistaken identity. Humans kill millions of sharks each year, while sharks bite only dozens of people. Who is the real threat? Though called killer whales, orcas are actually the largest members of the dolphin family. 9 meters long, 6 tons in weight. Yet what makes them formidable is not size, but intelligence. Orcas hunt using complex strategies, coordinating as a group, sometimes pretending to leave before surrounding prey. They create waves to knock seals off ice. This is hunting culture passed down through generations. Different orca pods communicate using distinct calls, like regional dialects. An orca can recognize its pod from kilometers away by sound alone. This is clear evidence of culture in the animal world. Orcas are the only predators that great white sharks truly fear. They flip sharks upside down, triggering a natural paralysis known as tonic immobility, then consume the nutrient-rich liver while the prey remains alive. "2,000 meters below the surface. Pressure 200 times greater than at sea level. In complete darkness. The sperm whale dives here to hunt, staying for up to 90 minutes without breathing. The sperm whale's brain can weigh up to 9 kilograms, the largest in the animal kingdom. With such a brain, what do they perceive? What do they understand? These are questions science has yet to answer. At depths of 1,000 meters, In absolute darkness, battles unfold unseen. Sperm whales confront giant squid up to 13 meters long. The evidence remains, deep scars from suction cups etched into their skin. When a whale dies and sinks to the seafloor, it creates an entire ecosystem known as a whale fall. Hundreds of species depend on it for decades. Even in death, they sustain the ocean. With a wingspan of 7 meters, yet moving as gently as a leaf in the wind. The giant manta ray is one of the most graceful creatures in the ocean, calm, unhurried, and non-aggressive. It moves with the rhythm of the currents. Manta rays have the largest brain-to-body ratio among fish, a sign of high intelligence. They are curious, capable of self-recognition, and even playful behavior. Not all ocean life thinks in simple ways. Manta rays know where the cleaning stations are, coral reefs where small fish remove parasites. They line up, extend their wings, and allow the fish to clean them. A perfectly organized service system in nature. Why such a strange head shape? Millions of years of evolution do not create anything without purpose. The hammer-shaped head spreads electroreceptors, allowing them to detect prey hidden beneath the sand with unmatched precision. Stingrays buried in sand may seem safe, but not to hammerheads. The heartbeat of their prey is clearly detected. The shark lowers its head, scans the seabed, and pins the prey to the sand. Hammerhead sharks are among the few shark species that form large schools, sometimes hundreds or even thousands. By day they gather, by night they disperse to hunt alone. A mysterious social pattern still under scientific study. Here, water temperatures drop below -1 degree Celsius, yet life persists. The Arctic Ocean is one of the harshest environments on Earth, but it is far from lifeless. It is filled with remarkably adapted life. Beluga whales lack fused neck vertebrae, allowing them to turn their heads like humans. They communicate with dozens of sounds, whistles, clicks, and calls. Ancient sailors called them sea canaries for these vocalizations. Bowhead whales can live over 200 years, longer than any other mammal. Some have been found with ancient harpoons embedded in their bodies. They are living witnesses to the history of the ocean. The environment these creatures evolved in over millions of years is changing faster than they can adapt. Arctic ice is shrinking at an unprecedented rate. Each summer brings a new and alarming record. No creature in the ocean exists alone. Dead whales feed deep-sea life. Deep-sea life feeds small fish. Small fish feed larger predators. Predators regulate populations. Everything is connected. Everything depends on each other. Whale waste is rich in iron and nitrogen, fueling the growth of phytoplankton. These microscopic plants absorb CO2 and produce oxygen. Whales are therefore key players in fighting climate change. Protecting whales means protecting our atmosphere. In the ocean, the line between predator and prey is not as clear as we think. Today's hunter can become tomorrow's prey. Balance is not maintained by strength, but by the complex relationships between all species. Every minute, a truckload of plastic enters the ocean. Giants of the sea ingest plastic, become entangled, and die from toxicity. The ocean has no borders. Pollution from land becomes a global crisis. Noise from commercial ships and military sonar has turned the ocean into an acoustic battlefield. Whales can no longer hear each other across vast distances. Songs that once traveled thousands of kilometers are now reduced to mere tens. Millions of tons of marine life are taken from the ocean each year. Large species are especially vulnerable due to slow reproduction. A sperm whale takes 15 years to mature. Overexploitation beyond recovery is a one-way path to extinction. Not all is lost. After the 1986 ban on commercial whaling, many populations have recovered significantly. Humpback whales have grown from a few hundred to tens of thousands. The ocean can heal if we give it the chance. Today, scientists track whales using satellites, drones, and AI. We are beginning to understand their language, and one day may truly communicate with these giant minds of the deep. Science is the hope of conservation. Earth is not a planet of land, but a planet of oceans. The health of the ocean is the health of the planet. When the ocean suffers, we suffer with it. This is not just an environmental issue, it is a matter of survival. They were here millions of years before us. And if we do not change, they may disappear within decades. Protecting these giants is not about saving another species, it is about saving ourselves. Beneath the vast ocean lies an entirely different world, immense, mysterious, and filled with primal power. More than 70% of Earth's surface is covered by water, and much of it remains unexplored by humankind. Today, we dive below to meet the creatures that have ruled these seas for millions of years. When we think of sharks, most of us imagine fear, teeth, blood, and the haunting music of Jaws. But the truth is far more complex and more fascinating than any movie ever made. Let us introduce the ocean's big five shark species that shape the underwater world. First is the great white shark, the ultimate symbol of ocean power. Reaching lengths of 6 meters and weighing over 2 tons, it is one of the most impressive predators on Earth. It can launch itself from the water at astonishing speed, a leap driven by perfect instinct. Next is the whale shark, the largest fish in the world, reaching lengths of up to 18 meters. Despite its immense size, it is among the gentlest creatures in the sea. Instead of sharp teeth, it uses its wide mouth to filter thousands of liters of water each hour, feeding only on tiny plankton. Hammerhead sharks, with their T-shaped heads, possess one of nature's most unique designs. They often travel in schools of hundreds, even thousands, creating a rare and spectacular sight. Their wide head is not just unusual looking, it also helps them scan a larger area for prey. The tiger shark bears distinctive stripes like a warning from nature. It is a famous opportunistic feeder, willing to swallow almost anything, from sea turtles to soda cans. It is considered potentially dangerous to humans, but that does not mean it hunts people. Last in the big five is the bull shark, often considered the most dangerous to humans. Unlike its relatives, it can survive in both saltwater and freshwater, and has been found hundreds of kilometers inland. This adaptability brings it into contact with humans more than any other shark species. Swimming with a whale shark requires no cage, something that surprises many people the first time they hear it. These giants are completely indifferent to humans, continuing to move at their own calm rhythm. The moment one glides beside you becomes a memory that never fades. In 1975, the film Jaws by Steven Spielberg forever changed how humanity viewed sharks. In the weeks after its release, beach attendance dropped sharply in many parts of the world. One movie created a global fear, and sadly, that fear still survives today. The truth is that worldwide, sharks attack around 70 to 80 people per year, with only a small number of fatalities. In that same time, cars kill more than 1.3 million people, and wasps kill more people than sharks each year. Yet we fear sharks more than cars, showing how irrationally the human brain processes fear. When sharks approach humans, the first thing they usually do is observe, not attack. A shark's brain is not structured for planning hunts in the way many people imagine. Most encounters with humans come from curiosity, much like how we inspect something unfamiliar. Most great white shark attacks on surfers are cases of mistaken identity. From below, the silhouette of a surfer on a board closely resembles a seal, one of the shark's preferred prey. In murky water, they make rapid decisions, and sometimes those decisions are wrong. What is striking is that in most attacks, the shark bites once and then leaves immediately. This is not the behavior of a predator feeding, but a test bite used to investigate something unfamiliar. Once it realizes the target is not normal prey, it loses interest and swims away. The lifetime chance of being attacked by a shark is about 1 in 11.5 million. By comparison, the chance of being struck by lightning in a single year is nearly twice that. The risk of drowning at sea is far higher, yet few people fear swimming because of it. Modern shark researchers spend thousands of hours underwater without incident. Sylvia Earle, one of the world's greatest oceanographers, has swum freely with great white sharks many times. She once said they looked at her with the same curiosity she felt toward them. Certain behaviors greatly increase the chance of encountering sharks, and most are avoidable. Swimming at night or at dusk, when sharks actively feed, is among the riskiest choices. Being near schools of fish, wearing bright colors, or entering the water while bleeding are also factors to avoid. Fear of sharks is largely learned, not instinctive, and that means it can be changed. Children exposed early to accurate information often develop respect instead of fear. Understanding sharks properly not only makes us safer, but also helps us protect them more effectively. Every summer, billions of people swim, surf, and dive in the ocean, and most will never encounter a shark. The sea is not a hostile realm where humans are constantly hunted. It is a shared home where mutual respect creates safety for both sides. The great white shark is the pinnacle of predatory evolution, a hunting machine refined over millions of years. It does not just have teeth, but multiple rows that constantly replace themselves, totaling up to 30,000 in a lifetime. Each tooth is as sharp as a surgical blade and perfectly designed for tearing flesh. The preferred prey of the great white shark includes seals, sea lions, and other marine mammals rich in fat. They are not indiscriminate feeders, but professional hunters with clear and consistent preferences. Humans, with little body fat and awkward movement, are not appealing prey to them. Unlike most fish, the great white shark can maintain a body temperature higher than the surrounding water. A specialized heat exchange system keeps its muscles, brain, and eyes warmer than the cold sea. This allows it to hunt efficiently even in icy waters, an extraordinary evolutionary advantage. Great white sharks are epic travelers, with some individuals recorded moving more than 20,000 kilometers in a single journey. They cross the Pacific from California to Hawaii and then to Australia as if the ocean were their backyard. These migrations remain mysterious, and scientists are still trying to understand why and where they go. The hunting technique of the great white shark is proof of nature's raw speed and power. It strikes upward from below at speeds reaching 40 kilometers per hour, with enough momentum to launch completely out of the water. The entire attack lasts only seconds, ending before you can understand what happened. Sharks possess a sense humans completely lack: the ability to detect bioelectric fields. Tiny organs called ampullae of Lorenzini on the snout sense faint electrical pulses from a prey animal's heartbeat. This allows sharks to locate living creatures even when hidden under sand or in total darkness. Great white sharks reproduce slowly, with females carrying young for around 12 months and giving birth to only 2 to 10 pups at a time. Newborns are fully independent, about 1.2 meters long, and must swim off immediately to survive. This low reproductive rate makes their populations highly vulnerable to overfishing. Although they are the most studied shark species, great white sharks still hold countless mysteries. We do not know where they mate, and no one has ever observed them giving birth in the wild. The ocean still keeps its secrets, and the great white shark guards them well. If the great white shark symbolizes power, then the whale shark symbolizes peaceful magnificence. Their average length is 10 to 12 meters, but the largest individuals can reach 18 meters. The white spots and stripes on each body are unique, much like human fingerprints. A whale shark's mouth can open up to 1.5 meters wide, large enough to swallow a person, yet its throat is only the size of a tennis ball. It uses its gills as a giant filter, processing thousands of liters of water every hour to trap plankton and small fish. It is perfect proof that enormous size does not always mean aggression. Swimming with whale sharks is one of the world's most sought-after ecotourism experiences today. In Donsol and Ningaloo Reef, visitors line up for a chance to meet these gentle giants. A single living whale shark can generate more than $2 million in economic value for local communities over its lifetime. Do not let their gentle appearance fool you. Whale sharks also display mysterious behavior. They can dive to depths of 1,800 meters, an astonishing feat for such a massive creature. Scientists are still trying to understand why they dive so deep and what food sources exist there. The basking shark is the second largest fish in the world, surpassed only by the whale shark, yet far fewer people know about it. Like its giant relative, it feeds on plankton by filtering seawater with its mouth wide open. Its name comes from its habit of swimming near the surface on sunny days, as if basking in the sun. Hammerhead sharks possess one of the most unique head shapes in nature, a flattened structure spread wide across the front. This unusual design is highly effective, generating lift in the water like an airplane wing. It also widens the spacing between the eyes, allowing them to scan a larger area for prey. The wide head of the hammerhead shark gives it an extraordinary electrosensory advantage while hunting. Receptors spread across the surface create an extremely sensitive scanning system. They can detect stingrays hidden beneath sand and pin them down using their hammer-shaped head. Tiger sharks are among the most opportunistic feeders in the ocean, with stomachs that have contained plastic cans and car tires. This is not dirty eating, but a survival strategy of exploiting every opportunity. In ecosystems, their scavenging role helps prevent disease from spreading through carcasses. The relationship between tiger sharks and seagrass is a beautiful example of ecological chain reactions. When tiger sharks are present, sea turtles avoid grazing too long in one place, allowing seagrass meadows to recover evenly. Without tiger sharks, turtles may overgraze the habitat and trigger ecosystem collapse. Bull sharks are among the best adapted sharks to the human world because they can survive in both saltwater and freshwater. They have been recorded in the Mississippi River, the Amazon River, and even Lake Nicaragua. This unusual ability brings them into contact with humans more often, which is why they are often considered among the most dangerous sharks. In any ecosystem, removing the apex of the food chain creates devastating consequences. Sharks regulate the populations of the species they hunt, preventing explosions in numbers and preserving delicate balance. Without sharks, prey species multiply uncontrollably and begin destroying their own resources. Research on coral islands in the Pacific Ocean shows that reefs are healthier where sharks are present. Sharks remove weak and diseased fish, reduce the spread of disease, and keep grazing fish moving. As a result, marine plants and corals grow more evenly, creating a more diverse and resilient ecosystem. In the 1970s, overfishing sharply reduced shark populations along the northeastern coast of the United States. In the following decades, rays, natural prey of sharks, exploded in number and devastated the scallop fishing industry. It is one of the clearest real-world examples of what happens when sharks are removed from the equation. The ocean absorbs around 30% of human-generated CO2 emissions and produces more than 50% of the oxygen we breathe. Ocean health is not only about marine life, it directly affects the global climate. When marine food webs are disrupted by the loss of sharks, the ocean's ability to absorb carbon also declines. Every year, around 100 million sharks are killed by humans, mostly through overfishing and finning. Meanwhile, sharks kill only about 5 to 10 people globally each year. If this were a war, humanity would be winning overwhelmingly, and that is not good for anyone on this planet. Shark finning is one of the cruelest practices in the fishing industry. Fishermen catch sharks, cut off their fins while they are still alive, then throw them back into the sea where they die unable to swim or breathe. All of it is done to supply shark fin soup, a dish with little nutritional value but a symbol of luxury. Some shark species have lost more than 70 to 90% of their populations over the past 50 years, an almost unprecedented rate of decline. Great white shark, scalloped hammerhead shark, and many others are now listed on the red list of IUCN. With slow reproduction rates, population collapse can take decades to reverse, if recovery is even possible. But not everything is bleak. Around the world, conservation efforts are creating real change. Many nations have declared shark sanctuaries where all shark fishing is prohibited. Studies show shark populations can recover when given the chance. Nature is more resilient than we often imagine. The next generation will decide the future of sharks, and that begins with understanding, not fear. When a child sees sharks as magnificent creatures instead of monsters, they grow up wanting to protect them. That is why proper education about the ocean and its inhabitants is never wasted. Looking into the eye of a shark is unforgettable. Behind it stands a creature shaped by 450 million years of evolution. They survived 5 mass extinctions, enduring when dinosaurs could not. It would be a tragic irony if a species that survived geological catastrophe were pushed to the edge by us. Every consumer choice we make sends a clear signal to the global seafood industry. Choose sustainably certified seafood, avoid restaurants serving shark fin soup, and reject shark-derived squalene. Small actions multiplied by millions of people create enough pressure to transform an entire industry. The movement to protect sharks is growing worldwide, supported by both the scientific community and the public. From bans on shark fin trade in many nations to the expansion of international marine sanctuaries. Slowly but surely, humanity's understanding of the importance of sharks is changing for the better. An ocean with sharks is a healthy ocean, full of life, complexity, and miraculous balance. An ocean without sharks is a sick ocean, out of control, stripped of diversity, and unable to support life. We need sharks not because they are helpless, but because we need a planet that remains livable. Sharks do not need us to fear them, nor to worship them. They only need us to let them exist. Understanding sharks is the first step toward protecting them, and protecting them means protecting the ocean, the climate, and the future. Sharks lived in the seas before trees grew on land. Let us ensure they are still there when our descendants grow up. At the very top of the earth lies a place few humans have ever set foot on. A realm of cold, vastness, and mystery. Sealed beneath ice for millions of years. This is the Arctic, one of the last untouched frontiers of our planet. From a distance, the Arctic appears empty. No people, no sound, but this is only an illusion. Beneath the silence lies a world of astonishing life. A complex ecosystem moving to its own rhythm, relentless and unbroken. Ice here is more than frozen water. It is a living force, shifting, expanding, and constantly transforming. Winter temperatures fall to -40 degrees, cold enough to freeze breath in the air. And yet, life still finds a way to survive and grow. Time in the Arctic does not move as it does elsewhere on Earth. Winter stretches into months of complete darkness, without a single ray of sunlight. Then summer arrives and light returns, unbroken, 24 hours a day. The midnight sun is one of nature's most extraordinary gifts. For weeks at a time, the sun never dips below the horizon, bathing the world in endless light. Life here has adapted to this rhythm over thousands of years of evolution. To truly understand the Arctic, we must let go of everything we know about nature in gentler lands. This is a different language, one of ice, darkness, and vast silence. Step into this world and discover the secrets it still holds. Ice in the Arctic is never still. It behaves like a living body, drifting with currents and wind. Massive sheets fracture, collide, and rise into towering ridges of ice. The groaning and thunder of breaking ice form the Arctic's constant soundtrack, both majestic and unsettling. Up close, the ice reveals itself as a work of natural art. Cracks trace perfect geometric patterns, each one a record of temperature and pressure. Frozen air bubbles beneath the surface carry samples of ancient atmospheres, preserving thousands of years of Earth's climate history. Most of an iceberg's power lies hidden beneath the surface. The origin of the phrase, "just the tip of the iceberg." A towering mass may rise 50 meters above water, while extending 200 meters below. Its deep turquoise color is born from light absorbed in the depths, a beauty shaped by nature itself. From beneath the water, the underside of the ice becomes another world, light filtering through layers in shimmering blue waves. Here live countless tiny organisms, algae, crustaceans, and larvae clinging to the ice. They form the foundation of the entire Arctic food web, sustaining everything from small fish to great whales. As spring arrives, temperatures rise and the ice begins to melt, forming pools of water across its surface. Meltwater flows into narrow channels, then gathers into temporary rivers winding across the white expanse. It is a signal that summer is coming, a great awakening after months of darkness. When massive ice blocks break and collapse into the ocean, the sound echoes like thunder. Each melting fragment marks an ending and the beginning of a new journey beneath the sea. Destruction and renewal exist side by side, the eternal rhythm of the Arctic. But not all melting is part of a natural cycle. Something is changing. In just a few decades, Arctic sea ice has shrunk dramatically, faster than any model predicted. The heart of the Arctic is slowing, and we can no longer afford to ignore it. In the depths of winter darkness, the Arctic sky ignites with ribbons of color. The aurora borealis, the northern lights, moves like vast curtains drifting in a cosmic wind. It is one of the greatest natural wonders our planet can offer. Science explains the aurora as charged particles from the sun colliding with Earth's atmosphere. Colors shift with altitude and gases: green from oxygen, red from nitrogen, violet from hydrogen. Yet even with explanation, the aurora holds something beyond the reach of reason. Inuit and other Arctic peoples have lived beneath the aurora for thousands of years. To them, it is not just a physical phenomenon. It is the spirits of their ancestors dancing in the sky. These stories remind us that nature carries meanings beyond what science can fully explain. Then the darkness fades, and light returns in a way only the Arctic can create. The sun hovers at the horizon, casting a twilight that lingers for weeks. Golden light spreads across the frozen expanse. An endless afternoon, quietly breathtaking. Spring light awakens the entire Arctic ecosystem. A mother polar bear leads her newborn cubs out of their den for the first time, their eyes squinting in the brightness. Their lives begin in that moment, a new chapter in the Arctic's endless cycle. Light in the Arctic plays strange tricks, deceiving even the most experienced explorers. The phenomenon known as fata morgana creates mirages, floating castles, distant islands, ships suspended in air. For centuries, these illusions have misled travelers, turning the Arctic into a realm where reality and illusion blur. When the aurora fades, another spectacle begins. A night sky untouched by light pollution. The Milky Way stretches from horizon to horizon, billions of stars shimmering like dusted diamonds. Standing beneath it, one feels more than ever how small we are within the universe. Beneath meters of solid ice lies a world few human eyes have ever seen. The Arctic Ocean, dark, frigid, and under immense pressure, is a place where life flourishes in extraordinary ways. It is one of the richest marine regions on Earth, sustained by warmer currents from the south. In spring, as the ice recedes, sunlight floods the ocean after months of darkness. Algae bloom within days, a feast that ignites the entire food chain. Millions of fish gather into vast shoals stretching for kilometers, one of the ocean's most breathtaking spectacles. Beluga whales, often called the canaries of the sea, are true natives of the Arctic. Their white color serves not only as camouflage but also as an adaptation to extreme cold. They communicate through complex sounds that travel vast distances beneath the dark ocean. The bowhead whale is the largest animal capable of living year-round in the Arctic, and among the most intelligent in the ocean. Its skull is strong enough to break through ice up to 60 centimeters thick to breathe. With lifespans exceeding 200 years, some individuals may have swum beneath ice that no longer exists today. In the dark depths of the Arctic seabed live creatures still not fully understood by science. Arctic octopuses survive near freezing temperatures, their blood containing special proteins that prevent their cells from freezing. It is a perfect example of evolution's brilliance. Life always finds a way to endure. The lion's mane jellyfish, the largest in the world, drifts through the cold Arctic seas. Its bell can exceed 2 meters, with tentacles stretching up to 30 meters, longer than a blue whale. Floating silently in the dark, it captures prey with venomous strands, like living meteors of the ocean. From beneath the ocean, the ice above becomes a second sky, a ceiling of frozen light. It is a reversed world, where above and below lose their meaning. And within this strange inversion, life finds its own balance and harmony. At the top of the Arctic food chain stands a creature perfected over millions of years, the polar bear. Weighing up to 700 kilograms, with thick fat and insulating fur, it is the apex predator of the frozen world. Yet beneath its power lies remarkable intelligence and a complex social life. The polar bear's primary hunting method demands extraordinary patience. It can wait motionless beside a breathing hole for hours. When a seal surfaces, the strike is instant, precise, decisive, final. This is survival as an art, passed from mother to cub over thousands of years. Polar bears are powerful swimmers, capable of traveling hundreds of kilometers in icy waters. For the first 2 years, a mother teaches her cub everything it needs to survive. It is a bond of care and devotion, not unlike how humans raise their young. Ringed seals are among the most vital links in the Arctic ecosystem, prey for polar bears and sustenance for many others. Their thick blubber insulates them from near-freezing waters and stores energy for winter. By maintaining multiple breathing holes, they ensure a constant escape route. Musk oxen are living remnants of the Ice Age, once roaming alongside mammoths. Their dense coat is a natural insulator, finer than cashmere and exceptionally warm. Their defensive circle formation is ancient, an instinct written deep into their DNA. Each year, caribou undertake one of the largest land migrations on Earth, hundreds of thousands traveling vast distances. Guided by ancient instinct, they move without maps or compass. The thunder of their hooves echoes across the land, a symbol of collective strength. The Arctic fox embodies perfect adaptation. White in winter, brown-gray in summer. It can endure temperatures as low as -70 degrees without shivering, its body finely tuned to conserve heat. These small creatures are powerful reminders of life's resilience. Arctic summer transforms coastal cliffs into the busiest cities on Earth. Millions of seabirds crowd every ledge, while whales, seals, and bears gather to exploit the abundance of food. It is the Arctic's great summer feast, a brief but powerful explosion of life before winter returns. The walrus, with tusks up to 1 meter long and weighing as much as 2 tons, is one of the Arctic's most imposing animals. They gather in massive herds, crowding ice and shorelines to rest and stay warm. Their tusks serve not only as weapons, but as tools for climbing, status symbols, and instruments of survival. Orcas, or killer whales, are the ocean's most intelligent predators. Even polar bears avoid them in open water. They hunt in coordinated groups, using complex strategies to surround and share prey. Orcas possess culture. Each pod has its own language and hunting techniques, passed down through generations. All of these creatures converge at a single place, the ice edge, where frozen sea meets open water. It is the Arctic's most vital ecological boundary, rich in nutrients and life. Disrupt this fragile line, and the entire ecosystem begins to collapse. A chain reaction with no clear end. This is an image no one wants to see. A polar bear stranded on a shrinking piece of ice in a vast ocean. It depends on ice to hunt, to reproduce, to survive, and that ice is vanishing faster than it can adapt. This is not the story of one animal. It is the story of an entire world collapsing. The data does not lie. The Arctic is warming 4 times faster than the rest of the planet. Average January temperatures have risen by more than 3 degrees Celsius in just 50 years. Each degree means millions of square kilometers of ice lost, species pushed to the brink, and food chains disrupted. As permafrost thaws, it releases vast amounts of methane trapped for thousands of years. Methane is up to 80 times more potent than CO2 in the short term, creating a dangerous feedback loop. It is a climate time bomb, once triggered, nearly impossible to stop. Climate change in the Arctic is not just environmental. It is a humanitarian crisis. Inuit communities are losing their homes, culture, and way of life built over thousands of years. Rising seas, shifting land, and disappearing wildlife are erasing a familiar world within a single generation. Ironically, melting ice is opening new shipping routes, cutting thousands of kilometers from global trade. Nations and corporations rush to exploit resources once locked beneath ice. The question is, are we burning our own house just to stay warm? Scientists are working tirelessly to understand what is happening. Each ice core is a page in Earth's climate history. Ancient air trapped in ice reveals the past. And the data tells a troubling story. The current rate of change has not been seen in at least 2 million years. This bear does not know where it is going. It only follows instinct, searching for what once was always there. But the ice is gone, and no one can explain why. In this moment, the silence of nature speaks louder than any human warning. But the story of the Arctic is not over, and there are those still fighting to rewrite its ending. Indigenous communities, scientists, and activists are working together, blending traditional knowledge with modern technology. They believe that if humanity created this problem, it also holds the power to solve it. Each spring, new cubs are born, curious, playful, and full of life in a world they do not yet understand. They are the embodiment of hope, life continuing despite overwhelming challenges. The question is not whether they want to survive, but whether we will give them the chance. At the heart of our planet lies something greater than any nation that has ever existed. It had no name on ancient maps because it was believed to be the edge of the world. This is the Atlantic Ocean. Spanning over 106 million square kilometers, it is the second largest ocean on Earth. Its vastness exceeds all land combined. No human being can ever see it in its entirety. It lies between the New World and the Old, the Americas, Europe, and Africa. For thousands of years, it was a barrier between civilizations. Then one day, humanity chose to cross it. Look into it, and you see a blue without end. Beneath lies another world, cold, dark, and crushing everything within it. This is not just water. It is another planet beneath our feet. The Atlantic never stands still. Every second, billions of tons of water are in motion. Storms, winds, and currents form vast systems of movement. It never stops. Stability is an illusion. Deep within the Atlantic flows a current more powerful than all the rivers on Earth combined. It is the Gulf Stream, a warm ocean current stretching from the Gulf of Mexico to Europe. Without it, Western Europe would resemble the frozen Arctic. London and Labrador share the same latitude, yet London is far warmer in winter. A single ocean current has shaped the climate and even the civilization of an entire region. This is the thermohaline circulation, a global system regulating Earth's temperature. Warm water moves, cools, sinks, and flows again. A single cycle can take thousands of years to complete. Every day, the ocean releases millions of tons of water vapor into the atmosphere. These clouds travel across continents and return as rain. The rain you see today may have begun in the Atlantic. The ocean absorbs nearly 1/3 of the CO2 humans produce each year. It also generates more than half of the oxygen we breathe. This is not just water, it is a life support system for the planet. But this system is weakening. The Gulf Stream is showing signs of slowing due to climate change. If it collapses, Europe's climate could shift within decades. Earth's greatest climate engine is under threat. The Atlantic hurricane season runs from June to November each year. Warm ocean water fuels these storms, and when conditions align, they intensify rapidly. This is the most powerful storm factory on Earth. In powerful storms, waves can reach 20 to 30 meters, as tall as a 10-story building. They move with the force of a high-speed train. No ship can endure that indefinitely. More dangerous than storms are rogue waves, sudden walls of water that appear without warning. No pattern, no signal, and often twice the height of surrounding waves. Many ships have vanished without explanation. Where warm and cold currents collide, the ocean becomes chaotic. Dense fog forms instantly, winds shift, and waves intensify. Conditions can turn from calm to deadly within hours. Inside a hurricane, winds can exceed 250 kilometers per hour. Air pressure drops so rapidly it causes physical pain. Those who have endured it say nothing can truly prepare you. In the open ocean, you are thousands of kilometers from land. If something goes wrong, rescue may take days. The Atlantic does not forgive small mistakes. Calm seas can create a false sense of safety. But this is not gentleness. It is the silence before the next storm. The Atlantic has no enemies, only those who do not yet understand it. Sunlight touches the ocean surface, but it penetrates only about 200 meters before fading away. Below lies the twilight zone, where light disappears and the world begins to transform. The descent into the ocean is a journey into eternal darkness. At 200 meters, light becomes a memory. Temperatures drop, and pressure rises rapidly. This is no longer a world meant for humans. At 1,000 meters, darkness is absolute. Pressure is 100 times that at the surface. No wind, no waves, no light, only cold and silence. Yet even here, life endures. Between 3,000 and 5,000 meters lies the deep ocean floor, a world that appears flat, yet is filled with hidden danger. The pressure can crush any human-made structure, and most of it remains unexplored. At the center of the Atlantic lies the longest mountain range on Earth, the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, stretching over 16,000 kilometers. Hidden beneath the ocean, it marks where the planet is slowly pulling itself apart. Along this ridge, underwater volcanoes erupt continuously. Magma rises from deep within the Earth, meets cold water, and solidifies instantly. The Atlantic is still expanding, centimeter by centimeter each year. Over 80% of the Atlantic seafloor remains unmapped in detail. We understand the surface of the moon better than our own ocean floor. This is the last great frontier of human exploration. Life on the deep seafloor survives on what is known as marine snow. Tiny fragments of organic matter drift slowly down from the upper layers. Entire ecosystems depend on this invisible rain. At hydrothermal vents, water erupts at temperatures exceeding 400 degrees Celsius. Yet entire ecosystems thrive here without sunlight. Chemical energy from the Earth replaces the need for solar energy. In total darkness, many creatures produce their own light. These cold glows are the language of life in the deep. And many of these species remain unknown to science. At the surface, giants of the ocean migrate across vast distances. Humpback whales use the Atlantic as a transoceanic highway. Their songs can travel thousands of kilometers through the water. The great white shark is one of the most perfect predators ever evolved. It has changed little in 400 million years. The Atlantic has been its hunting ground since before the age of dinosaurs. Ocean currents bring nutrients from the depths to the surface. Plankton bloom, small fish gather, and predators follow. This is a massive, interconnected web of life operating at an unimaginable scale. The giant squid has the largest eyes in the animal kingdom. It lives in the deep ocean, rarely seen alive. The scars on sperm whales are the only evidence of silent battles fought in the dark. Sea turtles have crossed the Atlantic for over 100 million years. After decades, they return to the exact beach where they were born. The ocean is their living map, encoded deep within their genes. The Romans called it Oceanus Atlanticus, the edge of the known world. Beyond it lay death, at least in ancient belief. For thousands of years, no one dared to cross that boundary. Around the year 1000, the Vikings became the first to cross the Atlantic. Leif Erikson reached North America 500 years before Columbus. No maps, no compass, only stars and courage. In 1492, Columbus crossed the ocean with 3 small ships. For 36 days, they sailed into the unknown. When land finally appeared, many sailors wept. From that moment, human history was forever changed. Afterward, the Atlantic became the busiest trade route in the world. But alongside goods came tragedy. Millions of Africans were forcibly transported across it. This ocean witnessed both glory and human cruelty. In 1912, the Titanic, deemed unsinkable, sank within hours. Over 1,500 people died in freezing waters at -2 degrees Celsius. The Atlantic reminded humanity that nothing is truly invincible. During World War II, the Atlantic became a brutal battleground. Thousands of ships were sunk in the darkness. Today, the ocean floor is a graveyard of war and human lives. Today, tens of thousands of cargo ships cross the Atlantic each year. Nearly 40% of global trade flows through it. It remains the economic lifeline of modern civilization. The Bermuda Triangle, between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, is known for unexplained disappearances. Dozens of ships and aircraft have vanished since the early 20th century. Science offers explanations, but the ocean still keeps its secrets. One scientific theory points to massive methane hydrate deposits beneath the seabed. When released, methane reduces water density, causing ships to sink instantly. This is not myth, it is physics. The Atlantic seafloor is constantly shifting, with hundreds of earthquakes each year. In 1755, the Lisbon earthquake triggered a massive tsunami, killing tens of thousands. The energy beneath us continues to build. At 4,000 meters, pressure is strong enough to crush steel. The 2023 Titan submersible disaster proved that even modern technology is fragile against the ocean. We explore with vessels that are incredibly vulnerable. Millions of tons of plastic drift across the Atlantic. Microplastics have entered the entire food chain. Humanity is altering the ocean faster than any natural force in history. Rising ocean temperatures are killing coral reefs. Even a small increase causes corals to expel their symbiotic algae, turning white and eventually dying. Ecosystems that support 25% of marine life are disappearing. The Atlantic is both storm and calm, life and death, history and future. It does not care about humanity, it simply exists as it has for hundreds of millions of years. We are only recent visitors, and the ocean has never promised to accept us. Humanity has learned to cross the ocean, but never to conquer it. Every journey is a negotiation with nature. Humility is not optional, it is essential for survival. We have walked on the moon, yet most of our own ocean remains unexplored. The greatest mysteries are not in space, they lie beneath us. The Atlantic still has stories yet to be told. Every day, people look out at the ocean and see infinity. The Atlantic is not an enemy, but those who underestimate it will pay the price. It existed long before us, and it will remain long after we are gone. The ocean covers over 70% of Earth's surface, yet humans have explored less than 20% of it. Beneath the gentle waves lies a vibrant, mysterious, and full of surprises universe. Today, we dive in and touch the world few have truly understood. As sunlight penetrates the water, it paints scenes no artist could match. This is not just water, it's the boundary between two entirely different worlds. Each beam invites us to go deeper, to explore further. Coral reefs are the cities of the ocean, where thousands of species coexist, compete, and rely on one another. Covering just 1% of the seafloor, reefs are home to over 25% of all marine life. A small ecosystem, yet incredibly rich. In the ocean, strength comes not just from size, but from unity. Thousands of small fish move as one, deceiving predators. This is collective intelligence, one of nature's most sophisticated survival strategies. The deeper you go, the dimmer the light, yet life never disappears. In the darkest depths, creatures create their own light to communicate, hunt, and find mates. Darkness isn't the end. It's just where life chooses a different way to exist. The ocean teaches us that appearances can be deceiving. Some creatures can, in a second, become rock, sand, or coral. The art of camouflage here has been perfected over millions of years of evolution. Look into the eye of a marine creature, and you see something beyond words. The calm of a being that has existed longer than human civilization. The ocean is unhurried. It was here before us and will remain long after. Each creature in the ocean is a chapter in the planet's longest evolutionary story. From the smallest to the largest, from the gentlest to the most dangerous, all have a reason to exist. Let's meet the most extraordinary characters of this world. This is the mandarin fish, one of the most beautiful creatures the ocean has ever created. Emerald green, bright orange, and mystical purple cover its body like a living artwork. But this beauty is not for show. It's a warning to predators. Unlike most fish, the mandarin fish has no scales. Instead, a special toxic slime covers its body. This invisible armor forces predators to keep away after a single mistake. A perfect defense hidden behind the ocean's most enchanting beauty. At dusk, mandarin fish perform one of nature's most beautiful mating dances. Male and female entwine, slowly rising above the reef in shimmering light. The moment lasts only seconds, yet it's etched forever in the memory of anyone who witnesses it. Outwardly, the mantis shrimp appears a bright and gentle reef creature. But it's one of the deadliest punchers in all of nature. Don't be deceived by its beauty. Behind those strange eyes lies a perfect fighting machine. The mantis shrimp strike reaches 80 kilometers per hour, faster than a bullet underwater. The impact force equals that of a .22 caliber gun, enough to shatter thick aquarium glass. Even scarier, it delivers the strike in less than a millisecond. The mantis shrimp has the most complex eyes in the animal kingdom, with 16 types of color receptors. Humans have only 3, meaning it sees a color world beyond our imagination. It's not just a puncher, it's a visual genius with extreme power. The Napoleon wrasse, also known as the humphead wrasse, can weigh up to 190 kilograms and nearly 2 meters long. Yet, despite its size, it glides through the reef with remarkable calm. No hurry, no aggression, a sovereign aware it needs to prove nothing. The Napoleon wrasse can eat things most marine creatures avoid, including sea urchins and venomous starfish. Its thick lips and hard teeth crush shells as easily as breaking a cookie. This ability helps regulate reef grazers and maintain the reef's health. The lion's mane jellyfish is the largest jellyfish on the planet. Its bell can span over 2 meters, with tentacles up to 30 meters long. It doesn't swim, it drifts. It doesn't chase, it waits. It doesn't attack, it traps. This is the survival philosophy of a creature that perfected its strategy 500 million years ago. Thousands of stinging cells line each tentacle, each a self-injecting venom needle. When prey touches it, a microsecond response leaves no chance of escape. What looks like a soft silk ribbon is actually a deadly, highly efficient net. Nudibranch, also known as sea slugs, prove that beauty can exist at any size. Only a few centimeters long, each carries a unique living artwork. Over 3,000 species have been discovered, and likely more await exploration. The most remarkable thing about nudibranch: they eat toxic organisms and repurpose the venom for themselves. Stinging cells from consumed anemones are stored intact and used as defensive weapons. It's the most sophisticated weapon recycling evolution has devised. The boxfish looks like a swimming toy. Its boxy shape is so odd it makes anyone smile. But the bony armor under its skin turns it into an almost impregnable protective box. When threatened, it releases toxins into the water, poisoning the surrounding area. Seahorses are the only creatures on Earth where the male, not the female, carries and gives birth. Males have a special pouch to incubate eggs, providing nutrients until they hatch. It defies everything we thought about gender roles in nature. Seahorses swim by vibrating their dorsal fin up to 35 times per second, the most unique movement among fish. Though slow and clumsy, they are highly precise hunters with a 90% success rate. The physically weakest are often the most successful hunters. Clownfish and sea anemones, a story of the ocean's most enduring friendship. The anemone protects the clownfish with its venomous tentacles. The clownfish repels butterfly fish, the anemone's enemies. Two entirely different species found a way to coexist and benefit, a perfect lesson in symbiosis. Clownfish don't just hide among anemones. They care for their home like a true owner. They fan water for oxygen, remove parasites, and even bring food. A silent contract, faithfully upheld for decades. The lionfish is a perfect combination of art and danger, beauty paired with death. Its widespread fins aren't just for show. Each spine contains potent venom. It doesn't flee from predators. It stands still and lets enemies learn a costly lesson. When hunting, the lionfish doesn't chase. It uses its large fins to herd prey into a corner. Slow, patient, precise, the art of a predator that doesn't rely on speed. A sudden snap of its mouth, and the prey disappears before it can comprehend what happened. Sea turtles have swum these oceans since the time of the dinosaurs, unchanged for 100 million years. Slow, heavy, no claws, yet they have survived every catastrophe Earth has faced. This is not weakness. It is the unmatched endurance of a creature perfected long ago. The hatchling's first journey is the most dangerous of its life, from the nest to the sea. Only 1 in 1,000 survive to adulthood, the harsh reality of nature. Those who survive can live up to 80 years, cross oceans, and return to the beach where they were born. The leatherback turtle eats jellyfish, a creature most others avoid due to toxicity. Its mouth evolved to withstand thousands of stings per meal unharmed. Finding food where no one else dares, that's the survival strategy of a wise predator. The crown-of-thorns starfish is one of the greatest threats to coral reefs. With hundreds of sharp venomous spines and up to 70 centimeters in size, it moves slowly but consumes relentlessly. One starfish can destroy nearly 10 square meters of coral per day, leaving a bleached skeletal frame. When outbreaks occur, hundreds of crown-of-thorns starfish can turn a vibrant reef into a white graveyard within months. Yet, in natural balance, they play a role, controlling overly fast-growing coral. Nature has no villains, only links we don't yet fully understand. The whale shark, the largest fish in the ocean, reaches 18 meters and weighs over 20 tons. Yet this intimidating giant feeds only on plankton, creatures so tiny they're barely visible. Absolute power serving absolute gentleness, the ocean's most beautiful paradox. Swimming alongside a whale shark is an unforgettable experience for the lucky few. A creature large enough to swallow a human, yet it glides past with complete indifference. Proof that size doesn't define character. Greatness can come with gentleness. The emperor angelfish is one of the ocean's most majestic beauties. Blue and yellow stripes run along its body like bold brushstrokes of a master painter. You know, juveniles and adults look completely different, like two entirely distinct creatures. Juvenile angelfish have swirling white and blue-black patterns, completely different from adult yellow stripes. This is a clever evolutionary strategy. Predators recognizing patterns cannot link the two stages. Changing one's appearance to survive, a lesson in adaptation nature taught long before humans wrote. The Portuguese man-o'-war appears like a jellyfish but is actually a colony of organisms. Each individual is a colony of thousands working together as one. No brain, no heart, no centralized consciousness. Yet together they form a complete living entity. The man-o'-war's tentacles can reach 50 meters, half the length of a football field. Each tentacle contains millions of stinging cells with venom far stronger than a wasp. It doesn't hunt. It just drifts and lets the ocean do the rest. Passive yet deadly. Coral reefs have cleaning stations, where big fish line up to have parasites removed by small fish. Big fish open their mouths, small fish swim in. No attacks even though prey is within reach. An unwritten contract followed strictly, one of the wonders of natural order. The mimic octopus can imitate more than 15 different species simply by changing shape and color. When threatened by a fish, it instantly becomes that species' natural predator. This is not just camouflage, it's tactical thinking in a spineless creature. At depths of thousands of meters, where sunlight does not reach, life still finds ways to survive and communicate. Bioluminescence is the language of darkness, calling friends, warning enemies, luring prey. The deep ocean isn't empty. It's a self-lit society entirely unlike ours. Once a year, on the night after a full moon, corals across the reef spawn simultaneously. Millions upon millions of eggs and sperm are released, turning the ocean into a pink snowstorm. No schedule, no phones, only the moon and this miraculous communal instinct. Day and night, coral reefs have two completely different faces, two shifts of creatures at work. Daytime fish sleep, nighttime fish wake. Each crevice follows its own schedule. This isn't chaos, it's a perfect system of space and time management without a central brain. From the mantis shrimp striking faster than a bullet, to the gentle whale shark filtering plankton. From the lion's mane jellyfish, patient like a monk, to seahorses defying all gender rules. These are not strange creatures. These are genius solutions to survival challenges each species must solve. The ocean doesn't need us to exist, but we need the ocean more than anything. Every creature beneath tells a story of patience, adaptation, and the wonder of life. Protect this world, because once these stories are gone, no language can ever tell them again. In the heart of one of the driest deserts on Earth, a ribbon of deep blue water stretches like a mysterious scar across endless sand and stone. This is the Red Sea, where two seemingly opposite worlds meet in remarkable harmony. Beneath its calm surface lies an extraordinary story of life waiting to unfold. As the surface closes above us, the light begins to transform. The harshness of the desert fades away, replaced by a world filled with color, movement, and life. It is here that our journey into the Red Sea truly begins. Just offshore, vast seagrass meadows stretch across the seabed like underwater fields. They may appear quiet compared to the vibrant coral reefs beyond, yet this peaceful landscape forms the foundation of an entire marine ecosystem. Every blade of seagrass is part of a vast natural system that keeps the ocean alive. These underwater plants stabilize sediments, filter the water, and capture remarkable amounts of carbon. What seems simple is, in reality, one of Earth's most valuable life support systems. Then, a gentle giant comes into view. The dugong, often called the sea cow, glides peacefully through the seagrass as though it has belonged here forever. Its presence is no coincidence. It is one of the clearest signs of a healthy and thriving ecosystem. Dugongs spend most of their lives grazing on seagrass, moving slowly like quiet underwater gardeners tending their fields. Every meal encourages new growth, keeping the meadows healthy and productive. Wherever dugongs continue to live and breed, the surrounding coastal ecosystem remains balanced and resilient. Leaving the peaceful seagrass meadows behind, we descend into deeper waters. Here, sunlight fades, and the rules of survival become far more unforgiving. This is the domain of the ocean's apex predators. A strange silhouette glides silently through the dim blue water, instantly commanding the attention of every nearby creature. It is the hammerhead shark, one of evolution's most extraordinary designs. Its distinctive T-shaped head is not just unusual, it is an incredibly efficient hunting tool. With its eyes positioned at opposite ends of its broad head, the hammerhead enjoys an exceptionally wide field of vision. Thousands of highly sensitive electroreceptors spread across its head allow it to detect the faint electrical signals of prey hidden beneath the sand. It is one of nature's most sophisticated hunting instruments. Hammerhead sharks often travel in schools around offshore reefs and deeper waters. Their presence is a powerful indicator of a healthy food web, where every level of the ecosystem remains intact. Without apex predators like these, the natural balance of the entire marine environment would slowly begin to collapse. Then, a creature of entirely different beauty comes into view. The giant manta ray glides effortlessly through open water, its enormous wings seeming to fly rather than swim. Instead of relying on speed or strength, it survives through quiet persistence, filtering thousands of liters of seawater every hour to feed on tiny drifting plankton. Nearby, an eagle ray sweeps gracefully above the sandy seabed, searching for shellfish hidden beneath the surface. The brilliant white spots across its back form patterns as unique as constellations in the night sky. No two individuals carry exactly the same design. Meanwhile, the stingray chooses a very different strategy. Buried beneath soft sand, it becomes almost invisible, waiting patiently for the perfect moment. From quiet sandy plains to vibrant coral reefs, rays connect many different marine habitats, reminding us that no ecosystem exists in isolation. Returning to the seagrass meadows, we meet another ancient resident. The green sea turtle has grazed these underwater fields for millions of years, faithfully following a lifestyle that has changed little through time. Every few minutes, it rises to the surface for a single breath, repeating a timeless rhythm shared by countless generations. The hawksbill turtle, however, makes the coral reef its permanent home. Its narrow, pointed beak allows it to reach deep into rocky crevices in search of sponges that few other animals can eat. Once hunted relentlessly for its beautiful shell, every surviving hawksbill today stands as a symbol of nature's remarkable resilience. Suddenly, the ocean bursts into life. A pod of spinner dolphins launches high above the waves, twisting effortlessly through the air as though celebrating the freedom of the open sea. Their playful display transforms the once tranquil waters with an infectious energy. Nearby, a pod of bottlenose dolphins travels in a tightly bonded social group, moving with the coordination of a true family. Through echolocation, they navigate and hunt using sound, allowing them to perceive their surroundings even in complete darkness. Beneath the waves, the ocean is not only a world of light, but also a world shaped by sound. In the eyes of a dolphin lies a curiosity that is difficult to describe, and an intelligence that science has yet to fully understand. For a brief moment, its gaze meets the camera, narrowing the distance between humans and the ocean's wild inhabitants. Few animals embody the hidden intelligence of the Red Sea more completely than dolphins. Our journey now reaches the true heart of the Red Sea. This is a city without streets or lights, yet it is busier than almost any metropolis on Earth. Welcome to the extraordinary world of coral reefs. Every coral branch is part of a living structure built patiently over thousands of years, layer upon layer. Tiny coral polyps, almost invisible to the naked eye, are the silent architects behind this vast underwater city. It is one of nature's greatest masterpieces, created entirely through patience and time. Within these coral buildings, thousands of fish species find shelter, breeding grounds, and an abundance of food. Each reef functions like a self-sustaining underwater city, where every resident has its place. The diversity here extends far beyond what the human eye can absorb in a single glance. What makes the Red Sea truly extraordinary is the resilience of its corals. They can tolerate higher temperatures and greater salinity than almost any other coral reefs on Earth. While reefs across the globe are struggling as oceans warm, these corals continue to thrive. Their remarkable endurance has led many scientists to describe the Red Sea as the world's last great refuge for coral reefs. Yet this coral city is not all beauty and color. Hidden deep within dark crevices, the moray eel waits in silence. Armed with razor-sharp teeth and extraordinary camouflage, it strikes with astonishing speed, often before its prey even realizes the danger. In complete contrast, the lionfish has no need to hide. Its elegant fins serve as a bold warning to every creature nearby. Beneath their beauty lie venomous spines capable of inflicting intense pain. Once again, nature reminds us that beauty and danger often exist side by side. Much smaller, yet equally breathtaking, the nudibranch paints the reef with colors that seem almost impossible in nature. Every species carries its own unique patterns, each resembling a living work of art. These remarkable sea slugs are a testament to the boundless creativity of evolution. Meanwhile, tiny shrimp and crabs quietly perform one of the reef's most essential tasks. They recycle waste and remove organic debris, keeping this underwater city clean and healthy. Their work may seem insignificant, but without them, the entire ecosystem would gradually begin to fail. Here we witness one of the ocean's most extraordinary partnerships. Tiny cleaner fish swim directly into the mouths of predators many times their size, removing parasites and leftover food. It is an astonishing display of trust between hunter and helper, where both sides benefit from cooperation. Every tiny creature here functions like a gear inside an enormous living machine. Remove just one piece, and the balance of the entire reef begins to unravel. In this world, even the smallest forms of life are indispensable. But the story of the Red Sea does not end at the coral reefs. Hundreds of meters below, hidden beneath the darkness, lies a mystery known to only a handful of people. An entirely different world awaits in the depths. These are brine pools, extraordinary lakes of hypersaline water resting on the seafloor itself. Their salt concentration is so extreme that the water becomes denser than the surrounding sea, creating a sharp boundary that resembles the surface of a hidden underwater lake. It is one of the rarest geological phenomena found anywhere on Earth. Most marine animals that accidentally enter a brine pool never survive its dense, hypersaline waters. The extreme salt concentration turns these pools into true dead zones for nearly all forms of ordinary marine life. It is a haunting and mysterious landscape hidden deep beneath the sea. Yet even here, where life seems impossible, scientists have discovered extraordinary microorganisms thriving under these extreme conditions. They survive using unique biochemical processes adapted to hypersaline, oxygen-poor environments. It is one of nature's most fascinating paradoxes, hidden within the depths of the Red Sea. These remarkable microbes are offering scientists valuable clues about the origins of life on Earth and the extraordinary ways living organisms adapt to extreme environments. Some researchers even believe they may provide important insights in the search for life beyond our planet. Brine pools are not merely geological curiosities. They are gateways to entirely new scientific discoveries. From mysterious hypersaline pools in the deepest waters to vibrant coral reefs bursting with life, every layer of the Red Sea tells a different story. Yet each is inseparably connected to the next. Together, they form one of the most complete and remarkable marine ecosystems on Earth. As sunlight gradually returns, we leave the mysterious depths behind and rise into the open sea, where all the creatures we have encountered share the same vast home. From the smallest organisms to the largest predators, every species contributes to the delicate balance of this extraordinary ecosystem. Life, once again, proves its remarkable ability to endure. Returning to where our journey began, the dugong continues to graze peacefully among the seagrass, as if nothing has changed. Its quiet presence reminds us that the ocean's greatest treasures are often its most peaceful ones. A gentle symbol of harmony and ecological balance. In the distance, the hammerhead shark continues its silent patrol through the deep blue water. Its commanding presence is a powerful reminder that the Red Sea's food web remains healthy and intact. Where apex predators thrive, the entire ecosystem flourishes. giant manta ray continues its graceful journey across the open sea, gliding like an enormous bird beneath the waves. Its slow, effortless movements remind us that survival in the ocean is often built on patience rather than power. A quiet elegance that leaves a lasting impression. The sea turtle continues its ancient rhythm, rising gently to the surface for a breath before disappearing once more beneath the waves. Millions of years have passed, yet this timeless cycle remains unchanged, a remarkable symbol of endurance in an ever-changing world. And as the sun sinks toward the horizon, the dolphins continue their joyful dance across the golden water. Splashes shimmer beneath the warm evening light, creating a farewell scene that is both vibrant and unforgettable. It is a fitting ending to a remarkable journey beneath the waters of the Red Sea. Even as daylight gives way to dusk, the coral reef continues its silent work. Thousands of tiny creatures tirelessly maintain the delicate balance of this living ecosystem. It is a city that never truly sleeps, remaining alive long after the sun begins to set. Gentle dugongs graze peacefully across the seagrass meadows. Hammerhead sharks patrol the deep with quiet authority, and giant manta rays glide effortlessly through the open sea. Ancient sea turtles continue their timeless journey, while intelligent dolphins fill the water with energy and play. Together, they create a breathtaking tapestry of life in a sea unlike any other on Earth. The Red Sea is far more than a beautiful body of water. It stands as a living testament to nature's extraordinary ability to adapt and flourish, even within one of the harshest desert environments on Earth. Here, the limits of life are constantly challenged and remarkably overcome. From peaceful seagrass meadows to mysterious hypersaline brine pools, from gentle dugongs to powerful hammerhead sharks, the Red Sea tells an extraordinary story of resilience, diversity, and discovery. It is more than a sea. It is one of nature's greatest demonstrations of life's remarkable ability to endure. Beneath its tranquil surface, an extraordinary underwater world continues to thrive, quietly waiting to be better understood. Surrounded by one of the hottest deserts on Earth, the Red Sea still safeguards its timeless beauty and countless secrets. It is a natural treasure, one worthy of our admiration, our understanding, and our protection for generations to come.